What's your Tyler's back? My Raw review for April 20th, 2026. And, this is the Raw after WrestleMania, and, sometimes it's exciting. Sometimes it's shows like these are like, you know. Anyways, it was in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, so last time we were going to be in Vegas for now. And I say for now because other stuff like that. Like I said, I'm just gonna quickly go through this whole thing out. I am gonna do like I said, the original Surfside one, and then the other, so other stuff, and we'll get to those. Anyways, we start with Open Finish coming in, and all he said is, "The ruler has arrived," and drops the mic, and that was it. A statement victory, and all he had to say is, "The ruler has arrived," and that's it. That's all you had to say, and that's a good thing. Anyways, and also they did play a video of Brock Lesnar about his career and all that outside and all that up until like he retired at WrestleMania. And again, thankfully it was not by Gunther. So that's a positive about his retirement. He didn't retire because of Gunther and all that, but still. And then Rhea defeats the Kabuki Warriors. I like. Can Oscar just tell Kyrie to fuck off already? And this is. But then afterwards, Rhea has to go to SmackDown because she's the, that. Like I said before my WrestleMania review last night, is it just me or am I getting sick of seeing Rhea as the champion? It's just there as a 2 out of 5, so there's that. Anyways, then the Raw GM Bold the Eagle is giving props to the Intercontinental Champion Penta, and Javon Evans walks up and says he's going to be champion. He was going to be champion yesterday, but he's not going anywhere. And Penta says they stole the show last night. Kinda, but let's be honest, you're not being Roman and Punk on that second night. And all that. And then Penta says that, and then his title isn't going anywhere because he's Penta and all that. And then Ethan Page is Raw's newest superstar. Okay. They're going to have a match later in the night. Yeah. Anyways, then CM Punk comes out. He stands in the ring and says he's been dealing with a lot of losses since October while in Japan. His friend and MMA trainer Duke didn't wake up then. In November, his Larry crossed the Rainbow Bridge. It seems like every 2 weeks the WWE family has lost important people and all that. And Punk put over everyone behind the scenes, and then the real superstars behind the men on April 1st. His friend Bo Luther's passed away and all that. And then Cody Rhodes Well, before that, Punk says he wasn't supposed to be World Heavyweight Champion. Punk survived Gunther and was cashed in by Seth Rollins, and Punk thought it wasn't bad to be champion for 3 minutes at 46 years old and all that. But anyways, then Cody comes out with a horrific black eye because of what happened at WrestleMania and all that. Eh. You know, Punk wakes up to him and gets a closer look at the eye and all that, and then they were teasing something. Cody isn't, and then Punk doesn't feel like a loser, and Rose isn't earlier on Saturday and all that. And then Rose says, "Hey Punk," just saying when Punk marks as he walks off. I guess we're teasing I'm assuming we're going to tease something later down the road between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. But I have no clue, really. And then Film Hour says, in a video package that Dominic Mysterio brought out the Demon last night, the Demon puts Dom down. Balor isn't finished with the Judgment Day. Balor isn't finished with the Judgment, and then Mysterio drew first blood and all that. God, no, please. No more of this fucking Judgment Day bullshit. Anyways, and then Ethan Page defeats Javon Image. It was an alright match. Rusev got involved and all that, and that was basically it. I give it a 3 out of 5. It was actually not bad. And then Rusev gets pissed, and then Penta calms down, and then Rusev beats them both up. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, Liv Morgan. So talk about she's praise of the Grays. Yeah, again, spoilers. I will make that list of the worst when she's like, oh, don't be surprised if that Jezebel's on there. But anyways. Anyway, then Sto Ruka comes out and was like, oh my god, please just do like Paige did in 2014, beat her for the belt, but it's not an official call up. This is a match and all that. It was a non-title match. I was like, oh great, Liv is winning this, right? And she did because of interference and all that. Then Stephanie comes out, they stare each other down. Yeah. 2 I'll give it, but still. Anyways, like I said, there was a highlight of Brock Lesnar's career and all that. Then Logan Paul and Austin Theory comes out. Heyman then criticized Punk for putting over the production crew tonight and all that. And then in the intro video, they kept his beast in the now proposing for he belongs in the forever because now it will be live forever. his name is Brock Lesnar, and thank you, Brock chants. Yes, I believe. Yes, this is his. That's it for Brock Lesnar. His career is over. He put over Infinity, passed the torch, and he's gonna be the next thing in wrestling. But why the fuck did Logan Paul have to talk also? Then Heyman welcomes Braun Breaker back to Raw and says, Breaker says he was thinking today that it was 1 year ago he became the leader of the in, in this very arena of Seth Rollins was too weak and all that. And then Seth Rollins comes from behind with a chair and then gets beaten up by fucking Austin Theory and Logan Paul for some reason. And then the Street Profits make their return and attack them. And then Braun Breaker just spears Seth, and that was it. The VFX achievement on gonna fight Finn Balor and all that. And Finn Balor defeats Jamie Madonna. It was a match, literally. And then Dawn comes out, attacks Balor, and then Balor clotheslines Dawn, and that was it. 2.5, I'll give it. Gunther was backstage. He feels fantastic because he proves everything, and then LA Knight walks up from one WrestleMania winner to another and all that. And I already mentioned all that. And then finally Roman Reigns comes out, the new World Heavyweight Champion. With the Usos on it. So I guess the three Bloodline members are reunited after this. As of this. You know. Reigns said Las Vegas acknowledged me. You know, Reigns was going to keep simple focus on the title and the business in the future and all that. He said people like CM Punk can run their mouth and disrespect some rapper from the 90s running his mouth to Jey Uso. Jey Uso is the Yeet Man and all that. And then Jimmy says he's spoken from his brother when he said Reigns is the original tribal chief and he will always be the tribal chief. When the bloodline is in your city, they're the twos. They are the ones. And they're all going to pull up their fingers until Jacob Fatu comes out to set up a match between him and Roman for Backlash for the World Heavyweight Championship. Okay. Fatu is right. Reigns says, I'll see you next week on Monday Night Raw, little cousin. And then Reigns and the Usos walk off. I guess this is the first Roman Reigns World Title program for Backlash after winning it at WrestleMania. That's... Yeah, that was Raw. It was like I said. It was okay. I'll be fair. It was an okay Raw. I'll give it a C plus. I'll give it. It was okay. I'll do the Surf Top review tomorrow, and then Wednesday will be 123 a showdown, and Thursday my second channel you subscribe, click HTML on that one. You will see. Excuse me. TNA Lockdown 2011. Yeah. There. Bye bye.